So the microphone was turned off in OBS. So I'm going to do this one as a speed draw. You can see we've got lots of layers going on in Krita, and this was really one of the main points of the video today, is that you want to duplicate layers, make copies of them, and then just turn the visibility off or whatever, so you have backups. And then the gist here was that I realized that the positioning wasn't quite right. You can see I'm using the rule of thirds there to get things positioned better. And the problem is when you have a layer that's got a bunch of sub layers and you want to move or translate the entire group of layers, like I did right there, as a group, what you want to do is you want to select the group and then hit Control G again, so you have a group inside of a group, and then apply a transform mask to the group. Okay, and then here I kind of did the same thing with Mr. Big. Actually, is I just did some tweaks to make him look better, and then group that. But as you can see, you've got these anomalies going on in Krita when you play back a group that has a transform mask applied to it. So the solution to that is, instead of doing a flattening of the layer, what you want to do is you want to do a merge group. It looks and sounds like the same thing, but it's not, apparently, because under the hood, when you have anomalies like you saw right there, those black lines through it, where it plays back and maybe sometimes squares are like missing out of the imagery, and it'll render that way too, which is a big problem. Okay, the solution is you take the layers that are complex, that have maybe a transform mask applied to them, put them in a group, and then you right mouse click on the group and you select merge group. Merging the group seems to fix the anomalies, the visual anomalies that can happen. So the main problem I had with this this shot was that it just didn't feel balanced and correct. So using the rule of thirds, as you can see right there, I just kind of repositioned things so that each of their heads are about 1/3 and 2/3 of the way across the screen, plus their eye lines line up, which is a really important kind of a cinematography concept. When the eye lines line up, things look more balanced. So then it was just a matter of going through and doing some tweaks to fine-tune the animation and her reaction when Mr. Big says ahem. So anyway, sorry this video had to be re-uploaded, and I'll be more careful next time to make sure that OBS has the microphone turned on. But at least for this shot, the good news is, by making all the duplicates of the layer groups, I'm going to be able to take this shot and definitely reuse it for the next shot, which will probably be more interesting, because I'm going to have to actually animate Akari's head turn as she responds to realizing Mr. Big is there.